Atomic habits. The power of small changes. Do you believe a tiny 1% change each day can completely transform your life? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. This is the hidden power of small habits. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains that habits are the compound interest of self improvement. Just like money multiplies with compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them over time. If you improve just 1% every single day, you won't notice much at first. But after a year, that small effort compounds into a massive transformation. On the other hand, if you get just 1% worse every day, the results will be equally powerful but in the wrong direction. Your current results are not a reflection of your goals but of your systems and daily habits. Example: think about brushing your teeth. Brushing once doesn't change anything, but doing it every day for years keeps your teeth healthy and prevents major problems. The same applies to fitness, learning, or saving money. Small, consistent habits build remarkable results over time. Focus on systems, not goals. Don't just aim to lose 10 kilograms. Create a system of daily exercise and healthy eating. Start small. Even 2 minutes of action can set the foundation for a bigger habit. Track progress. Writing down your tiny wins motivates you to continue. Conclusion: the power of small changes lies not in what you do once, but in what you do consistently. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. If you want to master your habits, stay tuned for the next part, where we'll uncover the first law of behavior change. Make it obvious. Why do we fail to build good habits? Often it's not because we don't want to change, but because our habits are invisible. If you want to change your life, you must first make your habits obvious. James Clear introduces the first law of behavior change. Make it obvious. Our environment shapes our behavior more than our willpower. If a habit is hidden or invisible, you'll forget it. But when a habit is clear and visible, it becomes much easier to repeat. Example: if you want to drink more water, keep a bottle of water on your desk. If you want to eat healthier, place fruits where you can see them, not hidden in the fridge. The key idea: what gets seen gets done. Example: think about someone who wants to read more books. If the book is buried in a drawer, they'll never touch it. But if the book is placed on their pillow every morning, they will see it before bed and be reminded to read. Visibility equals action. Habit stacking. Connect a new habit with an old one. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 2 minutes. Design your environment. Place triggers in visible spots. Want to work out? Lay your gym clothes where you can't miss them. Remove negative cues. Hide distractions. If you want to stop eating junk food, don't buy it in the first place. Conclusion: good habits thrive when they are obvious. Design your environment so the right choices are visible and the wrong choices are hidden. Like Atomic Habits. Part 3. Make it attractive. Have you ever wondered why some habits feel easy and others feel impossible? The secret is attraction. If a habit feels exciting, your brain will crave it. If it feels boring, your brain will resist it. James Clear explains the second law of behavior change. Make it attractive. Our brain is wired to follow rewards and pleasure. If a habit looks appealing, you'll want to repeat it. But if it feels dull, your motivation dies quickly. That's why marketers design products to be addictive. Social media, for example, uses notifications, colors, and rewards to keep us hooked. The same principle can be applied positively to your habits. Example: imagine you want to start jogging every morning. If jogging feels like a punishment, you'll quit. But if you listen to your favorite music or podcast while running, suddenly it becomes enjoyable. The habit is no longer just about exercise. It's about pleasure. Temptation bundling. Pair something you want to do with something you need to do. Example: I will only watch my favorite Netflix show while exercising on the bike. Join the right tribe. Surround yourself with people who practice the habit you want. If your friends go to the gym, you'll feel motivated to join. Reframe your mindset. Instead of saying, I have to work out, say, I get to improve my health and energy. Positive framing makes habits more attractive. Conclusion: attractive habits are sticky habits. If you want change to last, make your habits feel rewarding, fun, and enjoyable. In the next part, we'll explore the third law of behavior change. Make it easy, because even the most attractive habit won't last if it feels complicated. Part 4. Make it easy. Why do most people fail to stick to their habits? Because they make them too complicated. The truth is, the easier the habit, the more likely it will last. James Clear's third law of behavior change is make it easy. We often believe success requires massive effort and willpower, but in reality, small, easy actions repeated consistently create lasting results. The brain loves convenience. If a habit feels simple, it becomes natural. If it feels hard, you'll avoid it, even if it's good for you. Example: think about brushing your teeth. It's a habit you never skip because it's quick and easy. Now compare that to starting a strict diet. Complex rules, restrictions, and effort. That's why most diets fail. They are too hard to sustain. Another example: if you keep fruits on the table, you'll eat them more. But if they're hidden in the fridge drawer, you'll probably forget about them. Reduce friction. Make good habits easier to start. Example: place your workout clothes next to your bed so you can exercise first thing in the morning. Increase friction for bad habits. Make bad habits harder. Example: if you want to reduce social media, log out of your account so you need extra steps to log in. Use the 2-minute rule. Start new habits by doing them for just 2 minutes. Want to read more? Start with 1 page. Want to exercise? Do 1 push-up. Starting small builds momentum. Automate good habits. Use reminders, apps, or systems. Example: set automatic savings in your bank account instead of relying on willpower. Conclusion: big results don't come from huge changes. They come from making small habits easy enough to repeat every day. Yasa Part 5. Make it satisfying. Why do we repeat bad habits even when we know they harm us? Because they feel good, immediately. The secret to building good habits is the same: make them satisfying. James Clear's fourth law of behavior change is make it satisfying. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. If a habit rewards us right away, we're more likely to repeat it. If it feels boring or painful, we'll quit. The problem with good habits is that their rewards are usually delayed. For example, eating healthy shows results after weeks. Exercising takes months to transform your body. Saving money takes years to build wealth. On the other hand, bad habits give instant pleasure. Junk food tastes great now. Scrolling social media feels good now. Smoking relieves stress now. So, how do we trick our brain into sticking to good habits? Example: imagine you want to start running. After each run, you mark a big red X on your calendar. Seeing the streak grow gives you a little burst of pride. That feeling of satisfaction motivates you to keep running. Another example: reward yourself with a small pleasure after completing your habit. If you study for 1 hour, you allow yourself to watch an episode of your favorite show, guilt-free. Use immediate rewards. Pair your habit with something you enjoy. Example: listen to your favorite podcast only while exercising. Track your habits. Use a habit tracker or calendar. The visual progress becomes satisfying and keeps you motivated. Reframe the reward. Focus on the immediate benefits of good habits, not just the long-term ones. For example, instead of "I'll get fit in 6 months," think, "I feel more energetic after every workout." Remove the reward from bad habits. Make unhealthy habits unsatisfying. Example: if you're trying to quit smoking, save the money you would have spent in a visible jar. you'll see how much you're wasting. Conclusion: satisfaction is the glue that holds habits together. When a habit feels good in the moment, it becomes automatic. The more rewarding you make it, the longer it will last. Part 6: Advanced Tactics. How to go from being good to truly great. Why do some people achieve extraordinary success while others stop at being just good enough? The difference lies in mastering the advanced tactics of habits. Up to now, James Clear has shown us how to build good habits and break bad ones using the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. But once your habits are in place, how do you rise above average performance and reach greatness? This is where advanced strategies matter. James Clear introduces 2 key ideas: the Goldilocks rule. We stay motivated when working on challenges that are just the right level of difficulty. Not too easy, not too hard. Mastery and boredom. The best performers succeed because they keep practicing their habits, even when it feels boring. Example: think about professional athletes. They don't win championships because training is always exciting. They succeed because they stick to their training routines day after day, year after year, even when it's repetitive. Or consider a writer. Many people start writing blogs, but only a few keep publishing consistently for years. Those are the ones who eventually write best-selling books. Apply the Goldilocks rule. Choose habits that are challenging enough to stretch you, but not so difficult that you feel overwhelmed. Example: if you can do 10 push-ups easily, aim for 12, not 50. Embrace boredom. Success is about consistency. Accept that some days will feel boring, but remind yourself that mastery is built on repetition. Measure and refine. Once your habit is established, look for small optimizations. Example: if you're a runner, improve your breathing technique, diet, or running shoes. Focus on identity. Don't just set goals, become the type of person who lives the habit. Say, I'm a writer, not I want to write a book. Conclusion: greatness is not about radical changes or sudden motivation. It's about falling in love with consistency. Winners and losers have the same goals, but champions keep showing up even when it's hard, even when it's boring. In the final part, we'll look at the core truth of atomic habits: how small changes compounded over time transform your entire identity and future. Part 7: the secret to long-term success. Identity-based habits. Most people fail to stick with their habits because they focus on goals. But what if I told you the real secret is not about goals at all? It's about who you believe you are. James Clear explains that the most powerful way to create lasting change is to focus on your identity, not your outcomes. Outcomes are what you get, e.g., losing weight, writing a book, running a marathon. Processes are what you do, e.g., exercising daily, writing 500 words, training every morning. Identity is what you believe, e.g., I am a healthy person, I am a writer, I am an athlete. When habits are tied to identity, they become part of who you are, not just what you do. Real life. Example: imagine 2 people trying to quit smoking. The first one says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." The second one says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." The difference is subtle but powerful. The first person still identifies as a smoker who is resisting temptation. The second person has changed their identity, and that identity drives their behavior. Decide the type of person you want to become. Example: instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I want to be a runner." Prove it to yourself with small wins. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Each workout proves you are an athlete. Each page written proves you are a writer. Stop chasing goals, start building identity. Goals are temporary, but identity lasts. If you focus on being the kind of person who shows up every day, the results will take care of themselves. Conclusion: the ultimate form of motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. Success is not about having a goal, it's about becoming the kind of person who naturally lives the life you dream of. So remember, small habits don't just change what you do, they change who you are. And once you shift your identity, your future transforms forever.